If you're a startup founder and you see that traffic is coming to your page, but no one is buying your product, it might be a couple factors. It might be that your product is too expensive, or it might be the fact that people walking the door don't know you, don't trust you, and that you're asking too big of a commitment for people to sign up for your product. So in this video, I'm going to give you a couple of ideas on how to offer some free things, how you can build trust with your customers, and how you can make the ask, getting them to actually buy your product, a whole lot easier. So what is going on, guys? My name is Jordan Anderson. I'm going to give credit to someone who came up with this. So this is from Matthew Larson. If you go on YouTube right now, Matthew Larson kind of made this whole wild funnel that I've been using over here at Nice Light Studio, and so I want to give some credit. But here are a couple ideas that you can use to generate a SaaS lead for your product who aren't ready to buy your product. So these are things that you can offer for free, or you can offer them at a low ticket. It could be $10, $20, $50, $100, something where it's like a very easy thing to say yes to, kind of like almost an impulse buy. And these are ways that you can qualify your leads and get people into your world. Because one thing too to think about is that 99% of people that walk in your door, that come to your website, that visit your YouTube channel, are not going to be your customers and are not qualified to be your customers. So you're only looking out for that 1%, but it would be a shame not to at least indoctrinate or make some money off that 99% of people that walk in the door. And this is one opportunity to do that. So these are the couple ideas. Well, I'll walk through them here in a second, but with all of these ideas, they need to pass what is called the $50 test. If you were to put this book out, if you were to put a YouTube video out or a guide, or maybe you want to start a newsletter, for example, or launch a community, then they need to pass the $50 test. That it would, this new YouTube video that you're putting out, or that this 10-page, 20-page, 100-page ebook that you're about to put out, or this downloadable resource template guide, whatever it may be, you're giving it away for free, yes, but would you pay $50 for this? Would your customer pay $50 for this? Go ask a friend, would they pay $50 for something like this? And if it's not worth the $50, then you need to start over, or you need to add some more value, because of these factors here. This is what Matthew Larson talks about it on his channel, that if the lead magnet is bad, if the book is bad, if the slideshow is bad, if this YouTube video that you're watching is bad, and this is the first time you've ever seen me or ever heard of me, then your customer, your lead, your prospect has no other context or information to go off of. So they just have to assume that if this video is bad or if this ebook is bad, then you are bad. You are not capable. You are not the expert, because I thought that this was the expert guide resource that was going to solve all my problems, and it didn't, and it was pretty lightweight on information and actually something that is very easily Google searched. Then they will just, yeah, this sucks. So this person must suck. So why would I ever do business? So that it's the temptation to create a lead magnet or create some kind of resource or guide or webinar or ebook or even a mini course and leave some information out, or not. I'm not going to fully solve the problem for them because I want that, because I want the last page of the ebook to be like, book a call now or sign up for our app to use it. And again, 99% of people that get these resources, that visit your website, that step into your world, 99% of them are not qualified. And the last thing you want to do is piss off the 99% of people that come through the door, because they have word of mouth power and they could talk to that 1% of your actual potential customers and turn them off from saying, yeah, I got that, or that sucked, or yeah, they're not as capable as they say they are. And the other thing too, they will hate you for it. So you think like, okay, people you've downloaded lead magnets, you've downloaded ebooks and resources and Notion templates, and you've gotten them, and if they suck, it's not that like you just, whatever, delete. It's, you were kind of pissed off. You're like, wow, this, I thought this was cool. They sent me through this whole rigmarole. I had to add my name and email, and I had to wait for the email to come through, and I had to confirm my subscription and all that shit. And then you go through it and it feels very hyped up and seems cool, and got the cool 3D book image on their webpage, and then you get in there and you're like, this is it. This is the big 100+ Notion template resources that I was supposed to get for free. And it's like, this sucks. I don't want this. And it's like, thanks for wasting my time, asshole. Like, that is the sentiment that they walk away with. So don't do that. So don't, with these ideas, don't leave anything out. Fully solve the problem. So now that we've gotten to, like, we've pushed past some of the negative parts, or like things to avoid with your lead magnet or your free resource or download, this is two things you need to keep in mind. That you might be like, okay, yeah, but like, why? I'm giving away something for free, like an ebook. That's not what we do. We're this kind of app. We're a productivity app. We're an AI app. You have to think about the time spent with somebody. If I were to sell somebody something, if I were to try, like your mission today, go sell somebody $1,000 item or $1,000 coffee mug. If I only spend 30 seconds with you, and then I try to sell you on $1,000 coffee mug, that is going to be extremely difficult. But if I spend 40 hours with you and I show you that I'm an expert coffee mug maker and I've went to the Himalayas to get this special kind of clay to build these coffee mugs, and I have a signature process and I've walked through everything, and I've actually talked about how to make your own coffee mug at home, and I've shown you the process, and you've spent 40 hours with me showing you all my expertise in making coffee mugs. And then I say, would you like, I think you're the right kind of person to buy this coffee mug. It's $1,000. I think you can get it today. That sale is a whole lot easier than someone that you've never met. So that is the purpose of your lead magnet. Your lead magnet is not to like give them something cool or, hey, quickly solve their problem. It's you're spending time with them. So you should also have a video component to it. You should be able to, the video right here that you're watching is a 24/7 sales machine. It is constantly running. I don't have to sit there with you. You chose to watch this video. You chose to spend time with me, and you're building rapport with me, whether you know it or not. So and you're like, hey, I'm familiar with Jordan Anderson from Nice Life Studio. I'm familiar with this guy. I've spent a lot of time with him, and that's what you want with your customers. You want them to spend a lot of time with you, know that you're the founder of the company, know that you're the expert at this problem, and learn a bit about your founder story, all that stuff. Like you're spending time with them. So the more you spend time, the more they spend time in your resource, in your download, in your ebook, and absorbing your thoughts and absorbing your world, that it makes the sale that much easier. That's the whole purpose of this. And the last thing that you need to add with these free resources is that it needs to be related to the problem. It's very tempting to just go to ChatGPT and say, like, give me 10 resource ideas. This is our app. This is our target audience. Give me like 10 free ebook ideas that we could offer them. It has to be related to the problem. If it's not related to the problem, then it makes no sense. It does not. It's cool. Thank you. But it has to be related to the problem somehow. And the problem can have 10 different faces. The problem can have multiple different facets and multiple different doors into solving that problem. But it needs to be related. And if it's not related, if it's totally off the wall and like, hey, we're a shopping app, or we're a Shopify competitor, and we're going to offer an investment calculator. Yes, the investment calculator makes sense, or is cool and actually works in like calculating your investment returns, but does your app offer investments? Is it investment related? Is it a financial product? And if it's not, then yeah, it doesn't make sense. So make sure that what you offer is related. So if you're doing an AI app, then the easiest, dumbest thing is to just do like an AI prompt gallery, or here's our 20 recipes that we use in our AI company every single day. That's very surface level and very basic, but it can work. So those are things to keep in mind. So let's kind of walk through some of these ideas. So with an ebook, an ebook does not have to be 100 pages, 150 pages. An ebook can be 10 pages. An ebook can be 5 pages. As long as it talks about a certain problem, and as long as it solves that problem, that is considered an ebook. And an ebook does not have to be text. It does not have to be a book. It does not have to be a PDF. An ebook is just a packaged piece of information with a start and a finish. That's an ebook. So it could be a Google Doc, could be a Notion, could be a very long blog post packaged up onto a PDF. Whatever you want it to be, that can be your book. The next thing are events. So you have community events. You may have a community already. These are events. These are live streaming sessions. These can be in-person events, But these are, again, free things for people to show up, spend time with you. You talk about the problem. You talk about your expertise and all the ways that you solve the problem. And again, it's building rapport, spending time with you, the founder, and making your customers feel comfortable that you're the expert and that you know what you're talking about. A webinar is a live stream event or a pre-recorded event where on the call it's a workshop session, you are solving one problem, you're going to teach them something for the next 30, 40, 55 minutes, and at the very end, then that's when you talk about the product, or that's when you talk about the next product that you're going to sell them, or if you have something in the middle between your free resource and your actual app, maybe there's something in the middle, like a mastermind or whatever it may be. But you're getting them on the call. You targeted people. You know what their problems are. You know what types of audience you're talking to. It's a closed event. Maybe they need some registration. Maybe they need to add their name, phone number, revenue numbers, things like that. We do this here on Nice Life Studio, and we send them to a pre-recorded room. They watch the video. They get the slides afterwards. They get a series of emails talking about what they just watched, and then we sell them on the product. We sell them on our service. So that is a very easy way to do it. The other thing is YouTube videos. So you're watching this right now. We're about, 10 minutes in. Give them a wholesome YouTube video that they can watch, and it's a free resource. And again, does it pass the $50 test? Would you pay $50 to watch this YouTube video? And I'm hoping that the answer is yes. That's a great way. Another thing is guides. A guide, again, can be a Notion document, can be a PDF, can be a Google Doc, it can be a slideshow with a video of you at the top explaining how to use the guide. But again, it's just a set, start, finish piece of information that solves a very specific problem that your customer has, and it solves it all the way through. It gives them the exact steps on how to do it. Templates, same thing. Templates can be a Notion template, can be anything, just something where it's a free link that people can get. So that you capture their email and their information, and then you share a link out to somebody. It's a YouTube video, it's a Gamma Doc, it's Notion, it's Google Docs, whatever it may be, slide deck, a keynote. And the template is something that is fill in the blank, something that they don't have to think about very much, and something that can quickly solve their problem. And if it's like a ChatGPT prompt, it's not a half-ass prompt. It's a badass template. It's a template that they are going to use every single day, and that, again, would they pay $50 for this template? Yes or no? That's your indicator. They should use this template every single day. And then a newsletter. A newsletter is a little bit more of a long-term play. It is, yes, it's free, but I put this one last because unlike these 6 here that I've listed, the newsletter doesn't always, or the mistake I see with a lot of newsletters is it doesn't have a specific what do I get, doesn't answer that question. With the book, you know what you're getting. With a YouTube video, you know what you're getting. With a guide, a template, you know what you're getting. And it's a set, fixed, one time. It's free, but it's valued at $50. With a newsletter, it's more of asking, would you like to join this long-term relationship? Or the mistake that I see with tons of companies is they just put a little email box in the footer of their website and just says, join our newsletter. And it doesn't convert very well, and you're like, no one's signing up for a newsletter. And it's like, yeah, well, what do they get when they sign up for this newsletter? Is it just a bunch of sales emails? Is it just a bunch of promotional emails that I'm gonna get blasted with twice a day? So with the newsletter, make sure that you are offering them something very concrete. And I would even change newsletter. Now that I'm thinking about this, I would change newsletter to what Ship30 calls is an educational email course, where it's a 5-day email series. It's a 5-day email course where you teach something over the course of 5 days. Think like a webinar, but instead of 55 minutes, it's 5 days. So maybe change that to an email course where someone signs up for something, they confirm their email subscription, and then over the next day, for the next 10 days, 5 days, 3 days, I will send you one email. And yes, they're joining your email list, but they're also going to get something. Over the next 5 days, I'm going to show you how we got 10,000 followers on Twitter. It's the Twitter email course guide, something like that. So it's very it needs to be, what do I get? What am I taking away from this? And on your end, is this worth $50? Would you, if you could sell this for $50, could you? And if the answer is not yes, if the answer is no, then you go back, add more information, make it more valuable, solve the problem. Don't leave anything half-assed. Don't make a cliffhanger. Just solve the problem. Again, 99% of people are not going to be your customers, and that's okay, but we can at least educate these people, get them familiar with us so that they can drive word of mouth, or that we can make some money off them eventually. Because now they're on our list and we can sell them other products. So that is how I would do this. Again, credit to Matthew Larson. Go to his YouTube channel. It's awesome. Great resource on how to get some leads for your business. Thank you guys for watching. My name is Jordan P. Anderson with Nice Size Studio, and we'll see you on the next one.